Well, friends, yeah, I know. What a freaking Sunday. I don't know what your Sunday was like. Welcome to you. Nice to see us all. Um, Let me get you up to snuff here on my end so I can see what's going on. What a busy world. Ah, there you guys are. It's later today. There we are. Oh, look at that. Let me get you up to snuff here. Oh, there we are. On my end, so oh, there's Tin Man. Tin Man sauce. Ha! Tin Man, you were playing around with a 72 the other day? I saw it. Sounded good, but you tell me you're doing some changes. Mike Fleming, Gavin, Harold, Ironman, Majestic, Matt Roll, Spray, Ryan Neal, Chris, Max Air, Jeff, Zachary, Darnell, Albonzo, Tractor, Mark Gaines, Gainsey, Patrick, Outdoor Canada. Who else? Okanagan, Snowman, Andrea, Maca. Oh my goodness, Gypsy Logger, Tony Welsh, Doug. That's all I could do. That's as fast as I could go to keep up to the people that come here to flap and listen and have fun with old Buckin Billy Ray on a Sunday night. What a day yesterday, today. I don't know if you folks remember me talking about a friend that we almost lost, um, a very close friend, actually. Her name's Kim. I've got her on the channel, friends, this just last couple days. We went to a place called Elk Falls, and it is the epitome of how we grow trees here in certain areas. Like we went to a forest today that was logged 75 years ago, and we were standing in 150-foot pop can, just boom, gun barrel fir, just amazing reforestation at its finest, logging at its finest, and a renewable resource that works. And it's just the natural resource is amazing. Loggers get a bad name. I'm with the old growth. I'm with Save the Old Growth now. Some of these trees I see getting cut down now, them big cedar cathedrals. I look at that, and I did that, friends. I done all that stuff, but now I'm just like, I just, anyways, it's a topic we don't get into very often, but I do believe the old growth should be left alone now, and that we should concentrate on second growth, and that's just how I feel. Certain areas should just be left. Some old growth logging here and there with sporadic pieces, but some of the stuff I'm seeing, man, uh, I would like to see it get left alone. Some of them, and some of my fallen partners right now are looking at me going, "Buckin, are you going hippie on us?" And I've always been a hippie. I'm the hippie logger, and that's what I've always been. I cut trees to feed my family, and I did cut trees to feed my family for many years, and I've wiped side hills clean just like the rest of us. But uh, you know, things have kind of changed. Hey, here I'm Tree 19. Who's this character? Cool, nice to see you. Tin Man sent a super chat. Look at these super chatters right away. My true friends that are here no matter what I do. They're just here. That's the Tin Man. Lyle Davies. These people, man, I'm telling you, friends, you 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 people have been coming here for so long, and you know my message. You've watched me from the start, and you know my message. Nothing has changed with my message, and nothing will. If anything, it's going to get thicker, and I might start flapping about a few other little opinions and life things I believe in strongly that could help people. I believe. Um, we just had a gentleman super chat. His name's Axman Michael LeCount from Michigan. What's the oldest tree you have cut down? You don't want to know the answer to that question, my dear friend. Uh, it's old. It's old. Let's just say 500 and up. Like I've cut some old ones down. Just gonna say it. I have. Uh, yeah. We'll just leave it at that. Um, Old school axe and tool. Old Bucking, old boy. Love you, buddy. Old school. I love you. Now, if I'm not mistaken, Old school axe and tool. Now, if is that my buddy? Who we got there? Is that Jonesy? Jonesy's got a different name now, and or maybe that's always been. I'm not sure. Is that Jonesy there? My buddy Jonesy. Joseph, good to see you. Critter Buckin, guess who? Guess who I'll be listening to falling asleep tonight? The best show on YouTube. Critter, good man. Good to see you, buddy. Thank you, Axeman. Jason Gilbert, buddy, we're gonna see each other again. I love you, buddy. You're coming, I hope. Big John, here is some love right here. Big John. Man, oh man. Brian, good to see you. Hello, Buck and Jeff Jeffries. Hope you're doing great, my friend. I'm feeling good. Feeling very good. Thank you to all our super chatters tonight thus far, friends. Thank you dearly. It means a lot, and it does help, so thank you so much. It's great to see everybody. Oh, my goodness. There's Wayne. Wayne Polson. Look at these names. Jason Gilbert to Bunyan. Yes. Thanks, Wayne. Friends, this is so amazing. Hey, listen, I'm just going to say it. Me and my wife were, I got some big news coming, friends. I got some massive news coming. And I just want to do it in the right fashion here. I don't want to, try not bounce around like I always do. I am what I am, like Popeye said. And that couldn't be truer for me. But my wife and I were driving home from Black Creek tonight. And we were talking about the channel and talking about how things the last 5 months have gone for me here, 5 or 6 months. Have you seen me swing an axe in 6 months, friends? Have you seen me do anything to do with axes or splitting firewood, or just give it to me straight? Have you seen that? No, you haven't. Friends, that's been difficult for me. I'll be honest, it's been difficult. I'm able now to cut fairly fluidly now and throw saws around a little better. It's coming, but I've not been able to split firewood, and I have fallen behind with Brian's firewood, with my firewood, like out here, friends. Like, so the channel actually has suffered a bit, to be honest with you. I believe it has. Well, I wouldn't say suffered, but evolved. It's evolved. I've made do with what I can. Axe has been a big part of this channel, friends. A big part of this channel. So it's been difficult for me not being able to get out there. That's a lot of our content, friends. Right? I got out the old Pioneer for some friends that have been asking about the Pioneer. So I'm starting to dive back into a little bit of the stuff that we did kind of prior. I'm learning these new saws. Ripsaw's been a wonderful addition to us, friends. They're helping us grow the channel, and we're helping them grow their business, and they're wonderful young men. So that's been new. Really nothing else. I shoot off about my website from time to time, which well, you know what I'm saying. It does help. All that stuff helps. Iron Man, good to see you. Jolk. Oh, I got to do this again. I wonder why that happens like that. I guess I got to do an update. There we go. So it's been a very interesting 5 to 6 months. I miss wood cutting videos. What does that mean? Chopping, you mean? Splitting? Cartwheel Kid. I miss wood cutting videos. Is that what you mean, splitting? Because nobody misses them more than I do, brother. Let me tell you that right now. But is that what you mean, brother? Splitting? I think that's what you mean. It says wood cutting videos. I cut wood all the time and have been steady. You must be mean splitting. I hope that's what you mean, Cartwheel Kid. Yeah, me too, brother. Me too. Hey, it's still freaking sitting in my yard right there. It's coming. It's coming. Yeah, so here's one here. The Macs are why I started coming here. Now I got 46 saws. Buddy, you're not alone. You'd be surprised at how many people came here because I ran those old McCulloch saws. A lot of people came. I love it. I love it. We evolve, friends. Somebody says, there was a guy in the comments, I thought you were a Mac man, he says to me. It's so funny. We don't like change, do we, friends? I love it. Well, there's a lot of change coming. There's a lot of change coming. Change is constant in life. Will, Buckin, sending love your way. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you. Helping me have some fun. Good man. Hey, Buckin. Jason, how you doing? A lot of folks came here for the max, friends. A lot of people did. Have you ever run a still 031? I don't know. I haven't run a lot of stills, but I ran a 660 yesterday and cut down a 36-inch tree. It was big and dead fir. I was supposed to be on a kind of a holiday there last couple days up, but he ended up having a tree he needed down. B. Fisher says, friends, don't forget to hit the like button. Would you guys do that for us? Hit the thumbs up, please, friends, on that. Have you ever? Yeah, I don't believe I have. I'll be honest. I don't believe I have. Thank you, Harold. Buckin. I've got no words on you, and no, that critter. That's just something they reached out to me once. They didn't. That was just me doing that on my own, just saying hi to you, and because I just wanted to. That stuff hits me. You should see some of the emails I get, critter. Trust me, I get reached out to like crazy for all kinds of mad stuff, and I can't bring it all here. So I very pick and choosy who I reach out to or who I give kind of attention to on the channel, because he's a 12-year-old boy, and that was just me. I'm not even in contact with him, brother. I've never talked to Ewan, not once. No, I just talk to him like I'm talking to you right now, critter. This is what it is. Connection. People I think, well, I can only speak for me. I don't like the mulberry bush. I just want to connect with people. That's it, plain and simple. Connect. I think that's what we all want. Mark Saver, drums. Drums are awesome, buddy. Awesome. Thank you for asking. That was the first thing I started on this channel, was fixing up them drums, remember? Drums are good. Very good. Tin Man, what are you working on? Interesting. Okay. I file chains for my company now. Saves money. Oh, good. I'm always here to make you smile. Thank you. Good man. Because of you, I have two McCulloch 125s. Thanks. Still working on them. Right on, David. Jay Daniels. Jay Daniels. Country Living. Here's a guy that's been here a while. Country Living and I hung out one day and split firewood together, didn't we, Country? Shop Cat. Good to see you. I remember that. Got to drop some. Hey, friends, thank you for the super chats. It looks like we had a couple more. Oh, that's Michael and Wayne Polson. Sorry, I already got you guys. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you. Those super chats help out a lot. Smorg Donkey says, by the way, I came here because of your chainsaw sharpening episode. I sharpen real good now. That makes me happy. Because listen, I want to spread the beauty and wonder of the power saw hanging off your hip, standing up and bucking, and you're not doing that without a sharp chain. You're just not. It's got to start at the chain, or you're going to be dug in the dogs and bent over, pulling up, starting fires, and wearing your body out. When you get a sharp freaking chain on, and you're rocking a 28 to a 32-inch bar with a 70cc power saw, with a nice exhaust on it, and you're flicking chips over your shoulder, and you can stand there for hours and do it, the game changes. Stand up and buck. That's what I teach. Well, I teach all kinds of things, but that's one of the main ones. Thank you for your climbing videos. Oh, Keeper, cool. Yeah, I'm pretty old school when it comes to that stuff. We all know that. I'm not your I never meant this to be well, it still isn't a how-to, but I tend to show some stuff because a lot of people are watching for the tree cutting, and I tend to, when I get on the stump, I tend to share a few more little things now, Does that help people? Do you guys like that stuff? When I share on the stump, I had people recently say, Buckin, I can't watch your interjections. Stop your interjections. And then right underneath it says, I love your interjection. I knew a long time ago you couldn't make everybody happy. Seven videos a week, you should be able to find your way here. And if you can't, then just hit the road. It's pretty simple. You either like me or you don't. So you're going to watch if you love me, and if you don't, you're going to watch and sometimes and not the other. So it's YouTube, friends. It's just consumables I'm putting out there for people now. 8 years we've been going at this, friends. There's bound to be some change in the world. So I'm an evolving man, and I am going to spread the message of an evolving man. And you're either going to be here for it or you're not. And either way is good, but I hope you stick around. I made my first video on my channel. Oh, good man, Trev. Good man. Finally got the guts to make one. Have a great Sunday. Good man, Trevor. Good for you. Thanks for the super chat, buddy. Thank you. Johnny Hudson. Good to see you around. Johnny Hudson. Johnny's been here a while. Nice to see you, Johnny. Buckin, words are important. Matt Man, I love you, buddy. Straight up, Matt Man. Thank you for all your help on this channel and all your comments and all your support and all your love through the years, Matt Man. You're a special dude. And you are one of the few men that have been here, few people, humans, that have been here and stayed here. And you're about to watch some absolute madness happen in the next little while. I'm telling you this, Matt Man. I love you and I appreciate you. Old Buckin Billy Ray's just getting fired up, friends. I don't complain. You guys know this. I'm not a complainer. But I'm telling you right now, the last 6 months on this channel has been very difficult for me because of this thing right here. I'm telling you. And again, I'm saying that live because it's a live video. It's longer. Not many people watch. This is between us. It's been tough. It just has been. But I'm coming back Buckin 2.0, and I got it going. Hey, who's this? R. Stanley. Connection. Amen. You've been inspirational, dude. I'll tell you about it someday. Yes, you will, Mr. R. Stanley. I want to hear it. I want to hear it from you, brother. Thank you for that support. What a guy. R. Stanley. Friends, let's thanks R. Stanley. And this gentleman here, Trevor, for the super chats. It's huge. And R. Stanley, I feel you, brother. I do. I do. I tread very lightly as, I guess, an influencer in certain areas that I speak about. I tread very lightly, but I'm telling you right now, connection. You ain't nothing until you get yourself and something going on. Well, you are something, but I'm just saying we're so powerful once we get to know ourselves and get free of ourselves. We become much more free, and you guys know. That's why you know what I'm saying? Everybody's on a different journey. Everybody's a little closer here or a little further there. But we're all rolling. We're all rolling, and we need to get together. Human beings as a species need to get together again now. There's never been a time in history, I don't think, that we need to be nice to one another and get together and work together now more than ever. More than ever. And I'm not a political man, as most of you know. But I'm telling you right now, I'm not beating around no mulberry bushes. It's going to be some interesting times coming on this channel. I'm telling you. I got huge news coming up with that blacksmith shop next door. I got massive news, and it's going to come out this week. Yes, it is. Indeed, it is. And we got more cutting to do with Scotty from Essential Craftsman. He was cutting the other day. It was fun. Getting me fired up now. Iron Man. Trust me, brother. Iron Man, you're a big support here, and I see you and I feel you. And you know where this thing is. Hang around or don't. And I'm not talking to you, Iron Man. I'm talking to everybody that comes here. We're evolving. This channel is evolving. Joseph, good to see you again. Our mulberries are coming in. DJ, right on, brother. Right on. I went to the Dead, okay, last night. Cool. The love was in the air. We need a miracle. We are the miracle. Yes, we are. Do you know how powerful you are? As a listen, I'm a little cuckoo. I'll be honest. I am. I'm a little intense. Just ask my buddy Tin Man when I went to his house. He'll fill you in. I'm a little intense. I understand that. But friends, like I said, I'm just gonna show. Okay? I'm just gonna show. I'm not gonna talk. I'll probably do a bit of talking, but I'm gonna show. I love this later chat. I can finally sit and enjoy it all. I usually have to work. I thought I would. I just got home and I thought, forget it. It's a beautiful night. I'm gonna come on and I'm gonna say hi to my freaking people because it's you people, the reason I'm here. So that's it. We've started this thing already. We can't. There's nothing. We got to keep rolling. I mean, I've seen some YouTubers absolutely lose their heads, man. Lose their heads, like go sideways and completely they lose it after a while, and it's crazy. I that tells you they didn't start out on the right train. You see, they got on the wrong train. Buckin and his peeps just kicking it. You got it, Chris. We got to run, Buckin. Love you, Jason. Thanks for popping in, Mr. Reese. Congratulations, Devin. My young friend Devin had a baby, friends. He had a baby. Love Devin. I'm just a kid and want to be a logger. You have taught me a lot because I have had to teach myself. Thanks, bud. Andrew, you're welcome. Good man. It's a lovely trade. Spray 1129. Hey, Buckin. How you doing? 262. Yeah, they're good saw. Yeah, a little small, but they're great saw. Good saw. Depends on what you're doing. So that's a nice old saw, the old Husky 262. Isn't that an older one? There's the Music Man with a super chat right there. The blue super chat, the Music Man. Music Man, we love you. Thank you for your support. Hey, there's Laura Rose. Gotta love Laura Rose. Wait till you meet Laura Rose at freaking Bunyan, friends. You gotta come to Bunyan. Ripsaw. Listen, friends. Again, I've held out with the sponsored video thing. Okay, I'm just gonna put the things down here for a second because I want to talk about something. I've held out, and for those of you people that have been here since, let's say 7 years ago, 6 years ago, even 5 years ago, who've been here for a while, if you're new, I love you and welcome. But if you've been here a while, you've heard me talk about not doing sponsored videos and not charging people for tree work for like 4 years now. You've watched it. You've seen it go down. Well, Ripsaw is the first company that I've actually been able to get behind on something that I believe in. Do you know what I'm saying, friends? Power saws. I can send someone there and they can get looked after. They can have a saw. They can get bars, chains, freaking anything to do with power saws. It's the stuff I run. So they found out what I run and what people want to run, and they got it in stock. We're working together. We're innovating. We just put out the dogs for the 201. So people aren't used to me talking about stuff like that. They're just not used to it. So you get a little bit of, not pushback, but kind of like, oh, you're talking about a product. You're darn tootin' I am. I'm actually talking about a company. I'm talking about 3 men, not a company. Well, yes, it's a company, but I'm talking about 3 men porting power saws and running a little business to get chainsaws and everything that I do to you, if that's your interest. So I am freaking stoked working with these boys because they back it up. They back it up. So I'm loving working with these guys. But I know you're not used to kind of working with that, right? Yeah. With me. I'm seeing it with me. But it's new. And new scares people. Oh, Steve, I've done lots of those videos, brother. Yeah, I just don't have playlists because I run the channel by myself, so I'm not very techie. But if you're searching for something on, like on my channel, just go to my videos, okay, buddy? and search firewood videos like stacking firewood, uh, old truck getting firewood, anything to do with loading firewood or farming firewood, bucking firewood. Just, I hate to say it, but I don't do. I have some playlists from way back ago, but I don't have anybody doing that for me. Is what I'm saying. It's very primitive here. I'll be honest. So, Steve, those are all on the channel. Every time I'm out getting firewood in my truck, I'm talking about stacking firewood. Probably 2-3 years ago, I did a lot of those videos. They're there, brother. They're there. Have a look. Kevin Duff, good to see you. Oh, I would go still 462 before I would go. If you're asking, isn't available in my area. So Echo 7310 or still 462. That would be the still 462. That would be my option on those, and I have run both of them. And the Echo's a great saw. It is. It's a great saw, but it's like a big 1950s Chrysler in my mind. It is. It's like a great big. I don't like the ergos on it. It's a strong saw. I think it's bigger than that one, but the 462 is a nice, light, strong saw, and with a muffler mod, you know, you'll be surprised. We're going to come out with all these pipes, and you don't have to have a ported saw to get a stand-up and buck 70cc saw going. You don't have to have it ported. You need good exhaust, and you need to learn how to file the freaking thing. That's it. I run ported saws because I've been living on them for so long. So you don't have to have a ported saw. Learn how to file. It's all in the filing. This has been a message on this channel for as long as I've been doing YouTube. Learn to file your top plate. Watch my videos. If you don't know how to file, or if you think you know how to file, but you think you could get better, watch my filing videos. One of my best filing videos on YouTube is called Chainsaw Sharpening School. It is a very, very good in-depth video on how to file a power saw with a round file. Isn't that right, Johnny? Yeah, it is. 100%. We pretty much got the pipe. I think I've got a rendition for a pipe on that 500, friends, on that 500i. There's all kinds of designs you can do. That 500 adapts pretty good to a pipe. But the pipe I got on that saw right now, the thing's freaking completely changed. So I think at some point we may send one to Dino Joe just to appease the public, because a lot of people, you know, they have to work on numbers because they can't trust that someone says it works better. You know what I mean? Like they have to see numbers for them to accept that it works better than stock or whatever. So I understand that. We'll probably send one to Dino and he can do some playing around with it. But it really only tells you so much. We all know this. Okay. Joel, good to see you, buddy. Thanks for the everybody talking to you, and that was so nice of everybody. I haven't heard much lately. I mean, friends, I wouldn't, if, here's the deal. This is how it is for me. Like, if there was two motors, okay? Say there's two motors and there's one race car, and they wanted to find out which motor was better for the race car, and which was a stronger motor, you'd probably be better off to throw a 40-year vet race car driver in the seat take the motor, stick it in there. He goes around for 4 or 5 laps, does some donuts, cranks gears, rips and snorts up and down, heavy load, light load, sing it up there, find out all that. Then some off the street guy that thinks he can, right? So that's kind of what it's like for me on these saws. I know instantly. I even know when I fire it what's going on, especially when I crack it wide open after I get it warm. Friends, you may not notice and you may not see this, but next time I warm up a saw from cold start to digging in the wood, take a little watch at what I do. Just watch what I do. The metals have to get to know one another. They heat up at different times. So you'll hear a saw, it'll smoke a bit when you first fire it. Depends on what you're doing, oil and that. But you can crank a saw and crack it wide open and it'll bark and sound terrible and it'll spit fuel and you know what I mean? But if you bring it up slow, you'll hear it. It'll just start to sing. But it's not the first couple cracks. You have to bring it up slow, treat it like a girl. Be nice, open the door for her, close the door, make sure her skirt doesn't get caught in the door, treat her nice. Ask her if she'd like a cup of coffee, whatever. Not just, you know what I'm saying? You treat your saws nice. Treat your engines nice. Be nice, that's right. Best army in the world. Alex, good to see you tonight. Hey, there's Andy Big Sharp Doan. Andy Big Sharp Doan. Hey, Buckin, surprised to see you this late. Yeah, me too, brother. Bedtime in Michigan. Good to see you. Thank you for stopping in and super chatting us, my friend. We appreciate it. Andy, Big Sharp Doan. We love you, buddy. Thank you. Only time I get to scroll on YouTube works for me. Thank you, bud. Thank you. We also had Dad with 2 boys. Buckin, I love you, brother. Haven't seen one in a while. Being a busy feller. Got our firewood done already, so that's good. Dad of 2 boys. Thank you, brother. Thank you. R. Stanley connection. You'll be telling me about it when you get to Bunyan. Are you coming to Bunyan, Mr. Stanley? I was gonna say Ripsaw's getting these big tents, friend. We're gonna do Ripsaw and Buckin at Bunyan. It's gonna be this like they got the space friends. It's gonna be a crazy year. That's all I'm saying. Did I ever show any of that footage of me going up on stage with that Clay Walker, friends? Did I forget if I brought that to the channel? Remember we went and that Clay Walker asked me to come down? And he wants me to come down to Tennessee and show him, teach him how the saws and that. That's still going to happen. It's still going to happen. But about 6 months ago, this put a stop to everything in my life. And we're coming out of it. So we're going to reignite that. We're going to go down and maybe do some jamming with him again. I'm looking forward to it. Old BC Logger flying around in private jets. What do you think of that? You never know. But I'm not saying no to life no more. I'm not saying no to things that come to me that are a place where I can maybe spread the message of love and kindness to people. Yes. That's what I'm going to do. Dun, dun, dun. Piece of Paradise, can you talk about how you deal with lightning struck trees. Well, that would be different. Every strike would be different. What specifics are you talking about, brother? Like, I've worked in a lot of trees with lightning strikes, but they all require a different thing. Sometimes nothing. So I'd have to know more. The question doesn't really. I assess it, is what I do. We've seen bark shoot 100 feet off of them fir trees all over a guy's yard, and then we've seen leaders get blasted right out or tops get blown out. So you'd have to give me more information on what you're talking about. But it would just be very simple because it's just what's the right thing to do to the tree. Do you know what I mean, brother? Not what's right for you, what's right for the tree. Think about what if it's wounded. Can you clean up some slivers? You got to do. You know what I mean? Wounds, I leave wounds alone. Like, sky to ground wounds. I just leave them alone. Trees have been getting hit by lightning for years and they're still alive. I just came out of a forest today that was incredible, and I saw 3 or 4 lightning strikes in that stand. Hey, Buckin, I was wondering where do Brian Hudson. Hey, Buckin, I was wondering where do you get your climbing gear? Weaver. I love Weaver. I've been dealing with that company, Buckingham and Weaver, but I have the belt that I climb in now is a Weaver 10.5. Go over and see them. Tell them Buckin sent you. I'm not kidding you. I love Weaver. They got it all there. I've been dealing with that company for over 20 years. They got stuff you wouldn't even believe of. There's lots of places you can buy a belt, but the 1085 for me, it serves every purpose I could ever need and comfortable. Friends, I wore a Buckingham strap for 20 years climbing. Just a leather strap with a freaking webbed saddle that chewed my legs all up, and I didn't know no better until I got into the Weaver 1085, and it's beautiful. So Weaver, that's where I get my belts. Weaver. And that's not a promotion or anything. That's where you asked, that's where I'm getting it. And I love that company. So that's who I get them from. Yeah, I was. You know what? I was really nervous on stage with Clay Walker. Very nervous. But something happened to me when I started walking out on stage, and this is going to sound crazy, and I tread very lightly here because most people know me that have been here a while. They understand that I'm connected. I'm connected. I'm good. So I started walking out there and I had a microphone in my hand and I was so nervous, friends. I was so nervous. But something happened to me. Something happened to me when I started walking out there. And it happened to me at Paul Bunyan's show too, when I had 200 people standing around me looking at me, talking. This is a message on my channel that I try to spread like a self betterment. I'm not taking my life out on people. I'm not running around taking my life out on you. I'm not an angry person. I'm very particular in my words. I like to respond, not react. I like to, you know what I mean? I like to have a little of this, whatever you call it, reciprocal relationships, respectful. You talk, I listen. I talk, you listen. If somebody's not listening, I'm going the other way. Or I'll say, hey, I like you, and I was actually trying to have a conversation with you, but I feel like I'm a little bit unheard right now. It seems like you're doing all the talking. I got a couple things. Would you mind if I said something? Like, I got no freaking problem, friends. I got no problem looking after myself at all. And I'm pretty comfortable in my skin. So Bunyan, I felt so free. I just stood there and I was just talking to people. This is where the honesty comes in. If you're honest and if you're not lying and cheating and stealing and thinking dishonestly and all those things, and you're, Honesty breeds freedom, and this is why I talk about this stuff all the time. But again, at the same time, I do tread lightly because people think you're a nutcase. Well, I'm not. I, I'm not gonna not try and help people on this channel live a better life, get to know themselves. I'm gonna share my life thoughts. I cutting, helping people file their power saws and all that, and that's fine and dandy, and I love that, and I will continue to do that. But friends, I've had a little bit of an interesting journey. I have some life experience, and I have a couple of words that I like to use when life comes, and it's oh well. Like, you know what I mean? I want peace. I think we all want peace. I'm not political. I'm not a religious man. I've had people say to me, Buckin, you're more godly than anybody I go to church with. I've heard it several times in emails. And friends, just because I use the word God, mine's probably a lot different than yours. But that's the beautiful thing about getting connected. And that's all I'll say about that. He makes it very simple, or she, or whatever it is, makes it very simple. And it's love is the only ingredient that every denomination, every religion, every culture, everything, there's one ingredient that I'm sure we can all agree on in the sandbox. And that would be love. And if you can say that that is untrue to me, I will listen. I will listen. But again, I'm not educated on any of that stuff, but love is the universal power. And I believe we need to get together as a species. I really do. And even though I just started talking about this just now in the last 2 minutes, I sometimes pull back a little bit but I don't believe I'm going forward. I truly don't. I will take every opportunity to share the message of getting connected. And I believe that's a big part that's missing right now. And it doesn't have to be this big thing. It has to be you and your understanding of that. That's all. So enough said. Billy Chase just dropped a super chat for us, friends. I think I needed this for the week. Johnny Hudson. Johnny, you've been here long enough, brother. You know what's going on here. Don't tell me you don't. Give me a heck yeah if you do, because I know you do. People freak out when they get, because I don't have time. I don't have time, and I don't need you to like me. Please just remember that. I don't need you to like me. I'm good. I like me for starters. But if I was lying, cheating, stealing, and being dishonest and scheming and trying to step on people to get somewheres in life, I wouldn't feel that good about myself. And I might start justifying my existence to somebody that attacked me instead of stood there like a freaking oak tree on a mountain in a freaking hurricane. And I'm the last thing standing when all the debris flying around me and getting washed down the river. I'll stand there in truth like the big oak tree did. So I'm groovy. So if you're here, be here. I'm getting goosebumps right now because I take this stuff seriously. And you people have seen me do this before. You've seen me go here. I'm telling you. I have nothing if I don't have me. I have nothing. Like I told you, this last 6 months, how can I talk about axes and split wood and share with a bad wing? I feel I'm in protection mode, so I'm down a bit. I'm holding on. I'm just trying. I'm waiting. I'm healing. I'm healing to get strong again so I can come back as Buckin 2.0. These are my thoughts. I got pounded into the ground when I was 36 years old. Crushed, squashed. And I've been crawling my way back since that day. And I'm 54. And I'm now starting to heal. I feel it. I feel it. That's all I'm going to say there. But I'm not joking around about this thing. And I ain't coming here flapping about something that I can't stand on and can't do. So just stick around or don't. Jeff C. Look at these people. Look at these lovely people. Jeff C. What a guy. Jeff, buddy, thank you, pal. Appreciate you. This looks like Billy. Just a little something because I haven't been on here a little while. Life has been crazy, but with work, have a coffee on me. Buckin, much love to the world. Would be better off with love. Bill Chase, buddy, thank you so much, pal. Thank you. This is awesome. Jeff C, we love you. And just straight up, just nothing. Jeff, just like here, Buckin, poof. You don't need to say nothing. He's been here a long time. Old Jeffrey has. Jeff, we appreciate you. Thank you. Big time. Buckin 7.0. Yeah, Screwdriver. You watch, brother. You watch. Screwdriver. Are you 30? 32? 34? Screwdriver, I'm taking a complete shot in the dark. I have no idea. Are you in the 30s, early 30s, or are you younger than that? You're either 22 or 32. These are these things I do on the live feed once in a while. I take shots in the dark. I don't know this man, never seen him. But I do this, and I've been right most times. Okay. Johnny Hudson. I have a 3 or 4 foot stump. Ronnie Burke. I'm 32. Yeah, right you are, buddy. 38. There you go. Good man. So I was on the right track. Good. You know what to do, Screwdriver. You know what to do. You know by now. You know what to do. Love your message, listening to your stream while working on my motorized bicycle. Right on. Calpel 18. Merc Calpel 18. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you, buddy. Thanks for stopping in. Iron Man. Ronnie Burke. I hear you, Buckin. Dump truck broke my hip last at age 25. You do what you can and work on. Yeah, you do, Timmy. Yeah, you do. You lie down or you get up. There's only 2 things to do. You lie down and cry about it, or you get moving. There's only 2 other ways to go. YouTube crashed. That's funny. Says YouTube crashed. What does that mean? Would you like to... Oh, man. Interesting. Would you like to contribute anonymous crash reports for this failure, for this and future crashes to help us? Not right now, I don't. There you go. Oh my goodness gracious. Who in the heck has just done this? Who did this? 97 and still wood chucking. J-Rock Tree. Cool, buddy. Who done this? Oh my goodness gracious. Friends, did you just see what Todd Albright did? See this? Do you know that this man showed up to the Bunyan show, friends? Do you know the story about this man, this Todd Albright character? He showed up on the channel a few months, like before Bunyan, a little while before Bunyan. I don't know how long it was, Todd. Todd, thank you so much, my friend. What a good man. The dude shows up at Bunyan. I've been standing there for probably 6-8 hours talking to people, stood up in, you know what I mean, concrete, right? Shuffling around, getting all goofy and starting to feel it. And I needed to go for a walk. Well, this character comes up to me, this Todd Albright here, the guy that just super chatted right there. Thank him, please, friends. Shows up. I'm like, he comes right up to me and he goes, Todd Albright. I'm like, what? You want to go for a walk? I says to him, straight to his face, right now. I said, Nick Pixel, I got to get moving. I'm struggling here. I got to move. I said, let's go for a walk. We'll be back in a minute. And I took him, a couple other people, and we just started walking through Bunyan. And I'll bet, I know that was neat for me, but that was Todd's first meeting with me, as I grabbed him and said, let's go for a walk. And he has been such a good friend to me. And this is the stuff I love about YouTube. You meet people that you've never seen, you never would before without YouTube. That's why I'm so grateful for YouTube. I take this stuff very, very seriously, friends. I do. This is why I said it. I will say it again, and I'll say it again and again. 7 years ago, I looked right into here and I said, YouTube is going to help me cut trees for free for people. And here we go. It's been happening for, I said it the other day, probably 4 years, 3 or 4 years now. There hasn't been an invoice written from this tree service because of YouTube and you people. So and look at Todd, you know, this character here, like it's just how I just love this. So I will be internally grateful for YouTube, for all the connections I've ran into, people I've met. Here's another character that I met at Bunyan. This guy right here, Sizemore Tree Service. Sizemore sends a super chat in. Oh yeah, Bunyan was a great time. Just walked to say hey to you. And Sizemore, thank you, buddy. Thank you. Friends, thank Sizemore, please. He's been a big help. I can bounce off ideas. He's got a 500. We've been playing around some ideas there. I might send you a muffler, Sizemore, because we're getting close to throwing this muffler out there for folks. I want to give it to a few fellas. I might send you one. If you got time in your life for it. Silver Badger, love you, Buckin. Got me to be a climber. Cooper McWilliams. Cooper, are you from Scotland, brother? McWilliams. I like that, McWilliams. Cooper, good for you, buddy. Thank you. I like to hear that stuff. It reminds me of the past. Good for you. Thanks, Sizemore. Jolly Green Giant Tree Service. TJ. Thank you, Size. Keep it rockin'. Friends, thank you again for being behind what I say. Truly, it means a lot when you guys, it's going to sound terrible, but you listen to what I say, and it means a lot when I tell you to thank somebody or do something. We started that, friends, at the beginning of this channel. I told people to welcome new subscribers and anybody that ever supported or super chatted or commented. We started this at the beginning of this channel because it's how I grew up. It's how I grew up. It's common sense to me. So I remember feeling bad about not being able to answer comments, for crying out loud. Yeah. Aussie, where's the hat from? BuckinBillyRay.com, right there, baby. See, I don't even shoot off about my stuff that much. It's not my purpose to come here and sell you things. But Christine used to give me so much trouble. Buckin, talk about your, and it's the only way I could do it. It is a business in this sense, of course it is. But so yes, I have a website, BuckinBillyRay.com. It's got all our merchandise. That is one of the hottest freaking hats we got. It's a leather patch. It's sweet. Christine designed it. We got the Get the Gullet, the Stand Up and Buck. We got some great merchandise in the old BuckinBillyRay.com. There, I did it. I'm not good at that. You did, I remember that. Jeff C. I think Buckin slipped past Christine. Where is Christine? Uh-oh. It's doing that thing again, friends. So we got to get out of here. I'm way behind on comments. But I think we're going to probably shut her down pretty quick. I'm going to have some water. Relax. There we go. You have a very good business voice. Not bad, eh? Hey, buddy. Oh, I can be many things, my friend. That's what I have a hard time with too, is running my business and not just doing things for free. It was one of my main goals when I came to YouTube, because I thought maybe, just maybe, we can start helping people. It was about helping people. So whatever I do here, and whatever financial positives happen to me from this channel, which I have turned away hundreds because of my integrity and my conscience, and this is just me. This is not me. Just me. Not saying it's a bad thing to do, because it's not. It's actually quite smart. And I don't claim to be smart. But I need to leave with me. And I got a mirror in the bathroom when I brush my teeth at night. And when I go to sleep, I need to sleep, not think about what I'm doing. You got me? So that's who you're dealing with here, whether you believe it or not. Daniel's son. That is correct. Hey, there's a Mr. Nick Pixel. There's another guy I hang around with for a while. I love that Nick Pixel. Oh, me and him have such a blast together. Nick. Nick used to give me so much trouble. He's like, Buckin, this is a business, brother. You got to get these. I was like, Nick, I know, man. I'm trying. I love Nick. Nick's been a big help. Super big help. Love seeing you all. There he is right there, Nick. I got the mosquitoes coming now, friends. So I think I'm going to roll. Hey, who's that? It's Sizemore Tree Service. Yeah, Sizemore, thank you for the freaking super chat, buddy. Did I get you? Thank you, buddy. What days are you to be at Paul Bunyan show? I'll be there all three, Wilson. I'll be there from the start, crack of dawn, till the end of the shift. Right to the end. 3 days I'll be there. It's going to be a banger. I'm not joking you. Me and Ripsaw, I think Pixel's coming. Christine's coming this year. My wife, I think my daughter. It's going to be a banger, friends. I'm telling you. A banger. Iron Man. Love you. See you again soon, I hope. Blessings to all. Nick Pixel. I love you, brother. Nick, thank you so much for all your help around here. Nick is my tech man, friends. He's when something goes up at the website or something, I'm like, Nick, please help me. He's like, boom, bang, boom, done. Without Nick, friends, I'm telling you, I'd be bouncing around worse than I'm already bouncing around now. Nick, I love you, brother. Nick Pixel. Go over to his channel, friends. He's got a lot on the go. I don't know. Nick, you put a couple videos up of you and your boy there the other day. You all know Nick Pixel. Hope to meet you at Paul Bunyan show. Well, TJ Burkholder, if you're going to the Bunyan show, I'll be there, and you will meet me. Because I would expect that you would come right up to me and say, TJ from freaking your live feeds, brother. And I'm going to push your hand away and grab you and give you a freaking hug and say, hey, dude, what's happening, man? What's happening? That's what's going to go down. You can take it to the bank. So just get there. Look for the big Ripsaw and Buckin Billy Ray flags. That's what's going on. Nick Pixel might even have something up in the air. Lore City. Yeah, right there. Nick was the reason I made it to Bunyan last year. He was the reason. The freaking guy picked me up at the airport with a knapsack on my back. Anyway. Mark Gaines, thank you for the ball cap. Got it 2 days ago, and the neck is fully healed now. Oh, Gainesies, that was my next question. You're good, buddy? That's good to hear. I'm glad you got the hat. Not bad, eh, Gainesies? Good job, Buckin. LOL, he is a good dude. Yes, he sure is. And a truckload of axe handles. That was funny, brother. Thank you so much. I will bring you a shirt. Thanks, buddy. Joel, you should come, brother. It's going to be a banger. I'm not kidding you. It's October, I think, 6th, 7th, and 8th, or 8th, 9th, it's something like that. The first weekend, I think, of October. Joel, make it happen. It'd be good to see you again, you crazy guy. B. Fisher, sure wish Bunyan wasn't 5,000 miles. Someday I'm going to go check it out. But 2 full-time jobs and a part-time, this ain't that year. You must be in your warrior years, Fisher. The Fishman. Priorities are the main thing. Wants are second. Needs are first. Alex, good to see you. I haven't had the 920 out in a while. It's about time that saw come out. I'm starting to dip into my old saws again. You remember that last video? We brought out the P51. I'm starting to work through some of my old saws again. Yeah, Chuck, we might have axe handles. I'm hoping to get a bunch of axe handles at Bunyan. Yes. Yes. I'll be signing a bunch. Right? Yeah. Well, friends, I think, yeah, thanks, Johnny. It was not, that saw's nuts. I got to do something with the choke. It rattles the choke. I was talking to my buddy about it, and he said there's actually Donnie Walker. There's a little thing in there, and I gotta make, because actually as I run it and turn it up and start working it, the choke kind of creeps on, and it gets fat and starts four-stroking, flooding. And then I hit the choke. You'll see me when I run it, Johnny. I'm always reaching over, and you'll hear it go wing. I got a couple things I got to work out. That saw's an orangutan. It's got power, like power. I like that saw. That's running a 36, brother. Paul Bunyan's in Ohio, Lore City. Hey, Buckin and everyone else, have a great night. We love you. Jeff C. Picked up a Promax 700, one of their best saws, hands down. Good job. Needs a gas tank. Seal. Should be here tomorrow. Very nice, Cecil. Very nice, brother. I have an extra, I think. Cool. Peace, everyone. See you, Joel. All right, I better go, friends. My phone's probably dying. Friends, I got so much footage to share on the channel. I'm just going to keep picking away at it for you. We got some tree cutting with the Essential Craftsman. I met that man. We spent a couple days together. He actually woke up here in the morning on Father's Day. So I'm just trying to segmentally bring the content to you, and it's coming. We got great tree cutting. I got some wonderful information on our blacksmith shop, which I'll probably share pretty quick here in a video. Don't miss out on videos right now, friends. There's a lot to talk about and a lot going forward. This next couple weeks is going to be crazy. I'm going on a journey, friends. I got a feeling I'm going to be in a private jet here in the next probably 5 to 6, 7 days maybe. Yeah. Yeah. There's some wild things happening, and I'm not letting life happen to me. I'm not doing it. I'll be happening to life. When people reach out to me, I take it very seriously. Very seriously. So I'm excited to bring it to you. I got a YouTube channel. I may as well share it with you. Friends, we'll see you on the next one. Thank you so much. Friends, work hard. Be honest. And work hard. Catch you guys on the next one. Be kind. Look at the night out. Our sun goes down right over there. Look at it. Have a good night. What a beautiful night. See you, Marty. Work hard, be honest, and be kind, friends.